Hello everyone and welcome back to HITC Football with RevBoiii for the third instalment of Hot Take Tuesday, the brand new series we have on the channel where I, RevBoiii, ask you, the viewer, Tom, Harry, Jeffrey, whatever your name is, for your hot takes in the comment section of this video. You give me your hot takes, I have a little look at them, and then what I do is I put them in this video and I rate your hot takes from 1 to 10 on how nice and mild they are to how nice and spicy they are. So, another episode, here we go. Let's put it down. Reece James is a better right back than Trent, but Trent is a better midfielder than James. Where do they both play? They both play right back. Now I hear this discussion about, Trent playing in centre mid or CDM all the time, but we don't see it. And I think if Klopp knew Trent was better in CM than he was at right back, we'd see him go out into the market and buy a world-class right back, somebody that he can make into a Klopp system functional player. But he never does that, and Trent plays right back. Probably because Trent is best there. Maybe later on in his career when he loses his legs a little bit, we might see Trent move into a centre mid position. But at the moment in time, he doesn't play there. As with Reece James, we've seen Tuchel play him there, we saw Lampard play him there, and he's done a good job. He's fantastic going forward, he's got a fantastic delivery. Both of them do. My only thing is with saying which one is better is that James, and it is a little bit annoying, I get it for Liverpool fans because he's Trent, he's your boy, I get that. I'm not a Trent hater, I do think Trent's a very good player, I do think he should be starting for England. But defending, he's not as good. Even if we look to the Champions League final, we saw when Vinicius Jr. got through, Trent was too far forward. Klopp wants a lot more attacking out of him, as I see with Reece James under Tuchel. He gets forward, but we still see him get back when he needs to. So I'm not going to say one's better at right back. It depends on your system, how you play. Trent obviously usually plays in a back four where you have a lot more responsibility defensively, as Reece James plays in a back three. So for that reason alone, if we saw Trent playing right back in a back three or right wing back in a back three, I think it'd be a different discussion. And in the midfield discussion, I don't think we've seen enough of either player there. So it's a good hot take. I get where you're coming from, but it needs a bit more substance. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Hot take numero dos. Hot take, Harry Maguire will be a good Spurs signing for Conte. Playing a back three on the left side. If Spurs could get him for below 30 million or loan, great deal. I actually agree. I think Harry Maguire was fantastic when he was at Leicester. He's absolutely fantastic when he's in an England shirt. But I think in a back three, Harry Maguire is really good. He's really, really good. Especially better than he is in a back two, even though that's not hard to be better than Harry Maguire in a back two, because Harry Maguire is crap in a back two. He's shocking, he's awful, he's horrible. But that being said, I think this is good, and I think even me as a Chelsea fan, because I've got so much Chelsea biased in all my videos, but me as a Chelsea fan, I'd even take him at Chelsea. In a back three, I think Maguire is good, and I just think you take some stress off him, you take some, responsibility off him, you take that captain's armband off him, and you bring him into a team that's not struggling as bad defensively as Man United was when they brought Maguire in. I think that's a big reason for why. A, he's brilliant in an England shirt, people expected a lot. B, he was fantastic for Leicester, people expected a lot. C, they gave him the captain's armband only after a short period at the club. Like, Man United is a huge club. No offence to United fans, but we see blame go from player to player nearly every game. So for me, yes, he'd be fantastic somewhere where he's not expected to do as much and he hasn't got as much responsibility. So 30 mil, 40 mil, even 50 mil, because you've got to remember that English player tax. But with what being said, I think for 30 to 40 million or on loan for Spurs, for Chelsea, I think for most Premier League clubs, I think Harry Maguire is a good pickup. It's a good transfer. People won't think it and you'll get memed, but let the performances speak for themselves on the pitch. Somebody go and try it. If any of the, hierarchy, any Premier League clubs are watching, which I doubt they are. Have you seen the view count? So yeah, Haroon, not a bad hot take, mate, and I agree with you. You know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10. Not the first 10 of the series, but very close. Try again next week. I expect to see your comment. Next we have Pringleton. Enjoy the video. This is from last week, but I'm sure you're enjoying this video too. And the presentation. Oh, wow. Think you have a good style. Oh, keep talking to me, Pringleton. Keep talking to me. I'm trying too hard to be quirky. Good job. Oh, yes, thank you very much, Pringleton. But anyway, hot take. Man City will struggle to adapt to having Haaland as striker in a change to their system. 2 takes. 1, they will not make top 2. Oh, the spice. 2, Haaland will not hit over 15 goals in the Prem. Okay, first bit, you didn't say over the Prem in next season. Haaland will definitely hit at least 15 goals in his time in the Premier League. He won't do a Lukaku. But overall, good take. Now, a lot of pundits, and I know pundits can be wrong. Technically, I'm a pundit if you think about it. Everyone's a pundit. Your nanny's a pundit. Your dog's a pundit. Everybody's a pundit. But everyone says they're only missing a striker. They had Aguero when they were at their best, arguably. He was a different sort of striker than Haaland is. Haaland's a little bit of a target man. He's a little bit of a poacher. And I know Aguero had them abilities, but the target man thing. But he is a different sort of player. I think this season, Haaland should want to hit 10 to 15 goals. Don't play him as much if I was Pep. Keep the pressure off him. We don't want him going through. Maybe he's just like that. He knows he's one of the best in the world, but can he perform under that pressure? And also as well, there's not a lot of a Man City fan base to give Haaland some trouble. Let's be honest. But it's a pretty good hot take. I don't think they'll struggle. I do still think they'll come top 2, without a doubt. I think they're going to win the league again, personally. Unless Pep leaves. Maybe they have a bit of mid-season madness go on. Maybe the World Cup. Nearly everyone in their team's going to the World Cup. So, bar Zinchenko. I swear to God, I never see a picture of this guy where he's not crying. But yeah, I like your hot take. It's pretty bloody good. So, I'll give it a 7.7. Love the vid. I'd love to see it again. Wait a minute, you can't see the comment. LJ says, love the vid. Thanks for including my comment. You're very welcome, LJ. And guess what? I'm including your comment again. Only the one more. No more after this from LJ. Don't expect to see LJ in any future episodes. But LJ has to say, I have one more hot take. If Timo Werner moved to Liverpool instead of Chelsea, he'd be one of the best centre forwards in the world. I agree and disagree. First of all, he wouldn't be playing centre forward. He'd be coming in off the wing in that Mane Salah role. He'd be coming off the wing, he'd be cutting in, he'd be popping in goals to beat the band. Werner is a very good player. I don't like this term system play, and it comes up every hot take Tuesday. But yeah, no, he I think under Klopp, a fellow German, I know Tuchel's German, I think Klopp could shape him to be more functional, just to be that more direct. He's came in at Chelsea, he was given all that responsibility, it didn't work out for him, then he had to play second fiddle to Lukaku, then you had the emergence of Havertz and Mount and Ziyech some games, and Hudson-Odoi got around the team, Pulisic got around the team. At Liverpool, I think he would strive. I think being alongside the likes of Mane and Salah that are so direct. Liverpool are such a direct attacking team as Chelsea aren't. Chelsea dance around outside your box for about 15 minutes before thinking about shooting. But I don't think he'd be one of the best in the world. I think we'd be talking about maybe Jota level. 20 goal contributions a season, getting a few assists, crosses across the box, little cutbacks from cutting in, because his pace is formidable. His pace is absolutely top tier. He is one of the quickest players I've seen anyway in the Premiership in recent times. But yeah, pretty good hot take. Still might be going to Liverpool, or will it be Pulisic? Next hot take. Teaspoon12 has to say, hot take. The new Irish guy is better than the old Irish guy. Edit. I know I'm going to get killed in the comments for saying this. I'm going to give no opinion on that. It's up to you if you like me, and if you do like me, and also talking about comments, make sure you leave your hot take in the comments below. It's very easy. What you do is you get your mouse if you're on a computer, you use your finger if you're on your phone, you scroll down, you type in a hot take, and then I'll look at it and go, that'd be good. That's a good bit of clickbait in that comment, and I'll throw it into next week's video. Sports balls. Not my balls, sport balls. Hot take. A lot of European teams will underperform at the World Cup. Most of their players will be tired and drained from their seasons being stopped in November, compared to other nations like the US and South America whose end in October. I see where you're going with this, and I also see the problem with it. Where are you going wrong with this? You are going wrong with this in the fact that most of North America and South America's best players play in European leagues. Pulisic, McKennie, Juventus, Chelsea, so he's playing in the European League. Canada, you've got Davis, he's playing in Bayern Munich, he's playing one in their league. And also Jonathan David as well, or David, he's playing for Lille, which is in League One, which is the French league, which is in Europe. France, Europe. Makes sense. But I see where you're going with it. Also then with South American teams, God, nearly all the starting 11s and most of the teams, bar a handful of players, are playing in Europe. So I see where you're getting with it. I think South Americans will have a little bit of a better time with it because they're more acclimatised to the heat. But I don't think that's going to have anything to do with it, really. The World Cup's anybody's game. We've seen loads of clubs win it. Same with European competitions and, continental competitions. Greece 2004, for example. Anyone can win it. So, I get where you're going with it. It's an alright hot take, but most of the players do play in European leagues. So everyone's going to be dealing with the same problem pretty much. So you got 15 likes on that comment, so I'll give you a 7.15. Next we have Kojic NA, who says, hot take, Gareth Bale is better than Ryan Giggs ever was. In terms of longevity of career, No. Because what's Bale done in recent times, club-wise? Not too much. Big game player, been good for Wales, been good in games for Madrid, but I think Madrid really ruined Bale's career. I think if Bale maybe might have stayed in the Prem or not made such a big move to Madrid, I think we would be talking about Bale in that sense. And he is a phenomenal player. We've seen him do some phenomenal player. But yeah, no, I get where you're going with it. It's a decent little hot take, but God, Giggs was good. Really, really good. He was fantastic. He was nearly sneaky on the ball. You know, he's the type of guy to, you know, with his brothers. But Gareth Bale was better. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. In terms of longevity, no. It looking like he said he was going to retire if Wales didn't qualify for the World Cup, which they did. Congratulations, Wales. But not too bad. So we'll give you a 6.75. It actually is quite hot. Next one, we're doing a series first, and we're going to rip through 2 hot takes at once. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Hot take, Mourinho would take Newcastle to top 8, top 9 next season. Eddie Howe's going to do it. Why need Mourinho when you've got Eddie Howe, the most underrated Premier League manager there is currently? He's got a full window to get in who he needs to get, and he's going to do it. And he's going to get 8th or 9th anyway. And if you don't think he is, and you want to see where I think Newcastle are going to finish in my early... Remember that word when you watch the video. Early. This video that's going to sharpen the card right now. Look at the card. Get the card if you want to see my Premier League predictions. You might enjoy it. And the second hot take is, over both of their career, Benzema is better than Lewandowski. Ooh, bit of spice there. Benzema has done it on bigger stages. This Champions League shouldn't go to Real Madrid. This should just go, well done Benzema. You won it. You won the Champions League, mate. Just give him the trophy. Next season, just put Benzema in a group stage, just on his own. Just give him and Courtois in goal. Lewandowski, he's only done it in the German league, but then again, Benzema's only done it in the Spanish league. But if I was to compare, well, he did play for Lille for a while, obviously. But wait, was it Lille? Sorry, Leon. He played for Leon for a while. See that ball knowledge? We're going back a long time now. But no, I see where you're going with it. It's quite good. But Benzema has just done it on bigger stages. Neither team, obviously, Lewandowski hasn't been blessed with the best national team with Poland, and Benzema obviously fell out with the French camp, so he didn't go to a lot of the big tournaments with France. That would be the decider, because their goals and, you know, their goal contributions each season are pretty similar. Lewandowski's got a little bit further ahead in regards to goals some seasons, but I think now here's the shot to really end it. If Benzema decides to leave, he probably won't. He'll probably stay out his career at Madrid, or a large majority of it. It'll be interesting. Lewandowski looks like he's moving away this summer. Is it going to be Liverpool? Is it going to be Barcelona? Is it going to be Chelsea? Is it going to be PSG? Nobody knows yet, but it should be interesting to see who has the better tail end of the season. And also as well, I'm not being bad, Benzema is probably going to win the Ballon d'Or this year, as Lewandowski got robbed by Messi. Absolutely stole, like robbed, theft. I'm not going to be bad here. I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to disagree. But pretty good hot take. Still to be decided though, in my opinion. 8.5 out of 10. Final hot take. Ow. Final hot take. Clueless. 324. Hi, Clueless. I really enjoyed this series. Waiting for next Tuesday now. And if you're waiting for next Tuesday and you do want to see it again, just like Clueless, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share it with all your friends. Get as many views on this video as possible. Why? Because it keeps me in the job. And I haven't got a lot else going for me in life. So if you could, it'd be greatly appreciated. But I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a pleasure doing the 3rd installment, lucky number 3, of Hot Take Tuesday. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into everything. Just do everything you can interact with on screen right now, no matter what device you're watching it on. Just do it. RevBoiii, HITC Football. Bye-bye.